Hey guys, let's make some dinner. I'm gonna cut up some mushrooms. You can do as many as you want. I'm just doing a whole pack. I just washed them and I'm just kind of slicing them up. Now I'm just cutting up a medium-sized onion. You can use whatever kind of onion you want. This is just what I had on hand. For the chicken, I'm really just doing the bare minimum today. I'm just gonna put some flour in a bowl, season it. I'm probably gonna use garlic salt, garlic powder, and onion powder, and then some pepper. And then we'll cook it in a skillet. Okay, I also added some paprika. I don't measure anything, I just kind of guesstimate, and then if I need more salt at the end, I'll just add it then. Okay, so I'm gonna get my big skillet hot. I'm gonna add some oil, and then I'm gonna start cooking the onions and mushrooms and garlic. The way that I tell the pan is ready is when you see all the oils start to go to the side, and then you know it's hot enough and it's ready to go. Okay, this is ready to go, so I'm gonna add in my onions. Now that the onions have cooked down a little bit, I'm gonna add a big thing of minced garlic and let that cook until it's aromatic. Okay, now the garlic is done and we can add in our mushrooms. It's turning brown really nicely, so I'm gonna add just a little bit of salt and then I'm gonna remove these from the pan. Okay, I'm gonna add a little more oil to the pan and then we're gonna start with the chicken. Okay, so we're just gonna cook the chicken in the flour. Then pack it in there so it sticks. And then we're gonna just add it directly to the pan. So we're just gonna let this cook. I'm gonna cover it and let it cook for a few minutes and then I'm gonna flip it over once it has a nice crust. Okay, the chicken's been cooking for a while and it's getting brown, so we're gonna go ahead and flip it. Alright, so it has a nice crust going, that's what you want. I went ahead and made some room for my other two pieces of chicken, so we're just gonna let those cook as well. Okay, you don't have to worry about it being cooked all the way through because we're going to add some chicken broth. I didn't have any chicken broth on hand, so I'm just using bouillon with 2 cups of water. So go ahead and pour that. I'm gonna let this come to a full boil and then we're gonna add in the onions and mushrooms. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and add these back in, juice and all. Alright, it's simmering, so I'm gonna cover it back up and let it cook for about 10 minutes. Okay, it's been boiling for a few minutes, so I went ahead and turned the heat down to low. And we're just gonna let it kind of simmer and thicken. Alright, it's been about 10 minutes. If it's not thick enough to your liking, you can add a little bit of a slurry. I just added a little bit of flour to water and I'm gonna pour it in here just to thicken it up a bit. Now I'm gonna cook it uncovered for just a couple of minutes to let some of the liquid evaporate. Okay, so now I'm just gonna add a little splash of cream and then some mozzarella and Parmesan cheese. You can add as much or as little cheese as you want. You don't even have to add cheese at all, but I feel like cheese makes my kids eat stuff, so I'm gonna add it. Okay, so just give this a little stir. And then can flip it if you want. Do whatever you want, however you like to cook. It's up to you. All right, and we are ready to serve. Here is the finished product. Let's take a bite and see how it tastes. Is it good?